I love it. I love that. So welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Bes-TEA, Spillin Tea from Time. I'm your co-host, Aisha, with my best friend,
Stephanie.
How are you today? Hi. How's it going?
It's good. It's Sunday. End of the week.
End of the week?
End
or
of
the
the
beginning of a week? It depends.
No, it's the end of the week.
Is it? That's actually a good question because I thought Sunday was the top of the week.
For what?
I don't know. I thought...
Just because some calendar tells you that?
I'm just saying. I mean, I agree with you that Sunday's the
I go
end
against
of the week.
the man. Okay.
Always raging against the machine, guys.
No, it's like the preparatory day of the week.
Of the week. Yeah.
But it's like the week hasn't started.
You're right, because it technically doesn't start until Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How's your weekend?
It's been good. We had the photo
Yeah,
shoot.
we had the photo shoot. I know.
We had a photo shoot yesterday, and it was really good. Even though I came home a little tired because it was hot.
Well, you also coached in the morning, and then
I didn't coach.
Well,
I'm not a coach.
Sorry,
I
she's not a coach. She managed.
I managed.
Yeah.
I managed some people.
Some people's. But it was a full day.
Yeah, and then we did a little party, little partay to end the soccer season.
Yeah.
And then we did our photo shoot, and our photo shoot took a pretty long time.
It did.
And
it was
listen,
top tier.
I was telling my mom all about that weirdo with the dog.
Oh yeah,
First of all, PSA.
Yeah.
If you have a big old dog, and you don't know how to take care of that dog,
let go of it.
Don't
have
go
a dog
outside wandering around with your dog.
Yeah, that dog definitely looked like it was seeking some help. Like
it did.
Came
it looked like
to you
it was
and Andre like somebody save me.
Please take me
from
away
the
from my
owner.
owner. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
it was a weird moment.
Yeah,
but the photos turned out great.
Yeah, man. So
I can't wait for people to see them because it's actually
fire,
amazing.
Yeah, they're so good.
They're so good.
Look out for Ew People Productions, but we'll talk about that.
You know what?
Day.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was telling my mom that today.
Yeah.
I was like, Andre and I really should start.
Yes.
Ew People because that's how we both feel about people. But we're able to photograph them really well. Like I'm able to.
You have the vision.
I have the vision and he's got the photography talents. And together we
created Ew People Productions. Yeah.
We work a lot of magic. We do some really great things.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Which brings us into our topic.
Oh my
God. Did you do that on purpose?
No, not at all. But I know exactly where you're going because we're talking about can men and women be friends?
And like
Andre's
platonic friends.
Yeah.
And Andre is like
our friend.
Our homie. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Andre knows how much
he's our friend.
He's our friend. I just thought about that. Like we are a lot for Andre.
We are. But he takes it in very well.
He does.
He takes in our allotness.
Yeah.
A lot. He takes it in, and I feel like he's able to manage it for very short periods of time, which is why he doesn't come to our birthdays or come to like anything else.
Like he's like, I'll give you one event every 4 months. Yeah. Like that's what you'll
Even
get.
though we want him to come to like non-events.
Yeah.
But I think that he always thinks that like he has to be
like working,
on, you know what I mean? Like he's got to be working, and he really doesn't. Like we actually
do love
just like you, Andre, and,
as a human,
and you're our friend.
Yeah. But today's topic is about can men and women be friends, have platonic relationships.
Yes.
And we think this is a big one because we know, there's some controversy. Sometimes people say yes, some people say no. This is what today's conversation is. And if you have a male friend, if you're a female and you have a male friend who's your bestie, let us know, shout them out. If you're a male and you have a girl who's like your bestie and like a legitimate bestie, platonic, let us know. But let's go, babe.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last season.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about like can men and women be friends. And I think with this podcast, we do get some people reaching out after saying, but what about this kind of friend that's also a man? And we did get some of those questions last time that we talked about it. Like, what about your work wife?
Your work husband.
And like, when does that cross the line? And so we did decide to talk about it again because we come from a space where we have a really mixed group of friends. But I think that we've also integrated those male friends that we have like into our life. And so like with our husbands and with our friend groups, those men have sort of integrated themselves in a non-threatening way.
Totally
like
platonic.
It's totally platonic.
Yeah.
But Do I think that's always been the case?
No.
I think it's like time and place.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And maturity.
I think
Yeah.
maturity. I think sometimes when you're still seeking partnerships.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one.
Still seeking, your life partner.
Yeah.
I think sometimes friendships between the sexes
can teeter
the line.
Little bit.
It can
it can cross the line.
It can cross 100%, the line, and it can become very flirtatious.
Yeah.
And it can become borderline, inappropriate.
It becomes a situationship.
It does become a situationship.
Yeah.
And so I think that depending on the time and space, you can have opposite sex friendships. But I think that it really depends on where you are, like in your life, like in your own mental. In your own,
100%. So do you have a friend, a male, who is a good friend of yours? Because I have one.
I actually have.
Other than Andre.
Yeah,
Andre just found out he's like a really good friend. He doesn't know that.
Bestie.
We love you, Andre.
I actually have quite a few male friends. And I think that stems from the kind of work.
Yes.
Hold on.
I was like, ma'am.
No, okay, obviously not that kind of work. But I worked in events for a long time, and I worked in security for these special events, and like worked with a lot of male coworkers who did become very good friends of mine and absolutely platonic because I was married and I had a family and I had children. So I think that those people, like I was able to be very free with my friendship because I was in a very stable place. And I was never prepared to like cross any kind of lines or boundaries with any of these men because that just wasn't, that's not my headspace,
Yeah, that's not where you're at.
But I have great friends, like friends from high school, friends from even before that are still in my life. Like one of my oldest friends is still in my life from elementary, high school border. And we're great platonic friends, now. We're great platonic friends. I love his wife. I love his children. And we've gotten to a great place of that, in high school. Everybody dated everybody and like, we never dated. And I think that was able to create
the friendship.
Like it was, we never, it was never like that. Like we were just friends.
Yeah. No,
and
absolutely.
I still have those kind of people. Like there was no interest in a relationship. And so
I think you two are also too similar. I think you would kill each other.
Absolutely.
In a relationship. Like I think
it's like a brother. It really is like a brother-sister kind of relationship. So it's not, and that's how I have those platonic relationships. I feel like I have, so many male friends. Look at Roger.
Listen,
Roger and you are like besties.
I mean, I'm the sister he never wanted.
Exactly.
And I remain the sister 30-something years later.
Yeah, but it's like completely platonic and such a wonderful friendship that you guys have.
I love him. We'll see how he feels about me.
Yeah.
He loves me. But no, I agree with you. And so sometimes. He tolerates us.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah.
We
can be a lot.
We are a lot.
We can be a lot.
I'm aware of this. So like, I feel like if you're our friend, you know what you're getting into. But you said something that kind of just made me think it's not necessarily on my question card here. And I do have a rapid fire for you today related to men and women.
Good thing, because I have a fan.
Yeah.
For everybody who
doesn't know.
Yeah. I am receiving hot flashes.
Yeah.
And it is
real.
A time in my life that I can say is not the most enjoyable. But if you hear this sound.
Yeah. Oh, she's in a hot. You see the Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Moment.
Yeah. She's just cooling
know I'm on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
And my real friends are my real friends.
Yeah.
And they
we
don't
love
judge
her.
Me.
No, we let it happen.
I'm hoping that my besties don't judge me either. But
I'm not at all.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, we're going to let it flow. Listen. Okay.
I just needed a moment.
She needed a moment to cool down.
Go.
But you made me think of a question, right? Because you talked about time and space and age. And I do think with maturity comes, and stability does support one's ability to have that platonic friendship. Do you think it is easier to maintain a platonic, okay, so we're both female with a male, if it started when you were younger, or like, let's just say you just met someone, like a coworker, right, at work, that you could then build a friendship. Like, does it matter longevity, or can you establish platonic relationships like right now, right, you're married, all those things? Like, do you think that matters, or?
I think now that I'm older and I'm in like a really stable relationship, probably when I was younger,
yeah, it would have been.
Maybe those friendships were always not always teetering, but like maybe you weren't really understanding what that friendship was.
Okay.
Is this a platonic friendship? Is this going to turn into a relationship? Like what I think when you're searching out your partner, then it can very easily switch. But because I'm married and have been married for so long, I feel like I can meet men and go in with such a like clear intention.
Cool.
We are friends. Like I have no intention of it ever being anything other. So we can be friends. And I think that maybe as a much younger me, I was a little flirtatious. I probably
as was I.
You know, I think it can tote the line. A little bit.
Okay, that's fair.
But
that's
now
fair.
in my life, absolutely. I have wonderful people in my life. But I don't, even though they are my friends, I also am not super like texting them on the side.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because when does that become sneaky?
Okay.
Or like when can that be like deemed as like inappropriate if you do have a partner? And I'm just thinking about this. This is not on my
feet. Right? Like don't be starting no rumors here.
You know what I mean? No, but so you have these friends. And like I text them for very specific things. And I'm like, you know, I'll do a check-in like, hey, are you dead?
Doing?
You know what I mean?
Or
like,
how you doing?
That's like my text message to everybody. But I'm not texting them all the time like kiki, you know, like we're not like that.
That's interesting because I would say the opposite in that like there's some male friends that I have that I do text like back and forth, whether it's like sharing memes or like how are the kids, how are you doing? Or maybe I did something or I saw something that they did. It's not all the time. Like in general, you're probably the person that I text the most outside of my mother.
Good.
To be very honest. Good. Don't worry, you're number one on the text list. But I do text like some of my male friends, like I said, back and forth, and like we might text like for a day, and then like you said,
and then you don't text them. For
and
like
then I
6
text
months.
for like 6 months, exactly. Or I'll send a meme, and then it'll be like kiki, that's so funny. We'll do a quick little banter, and then it's over.
And then it's over.
But
like if you had a guy that you were texting every single day of your life, and like that was your girlfriend, you know, but
it's a little different. And I think you said something also. I think it's about intent. Like you have to be real with yourself, like both male or female. I don't know, and this is just my opinion. I don't know if there isn't a point where you're like, oh, you know what, like my guy friend like is really sweet, or like they're really kind, or they're loving, right? Depending on where your relationship is at, because I think that can also change the dynamic or the view of that platonic friendship. But I feel like, again, I think time and space and intent is what supports, right? If you're intending that this person has been your friend, even if you meet someone new and you're like, no, I really like this person. Like we have a lot in common. They have kids, they don't have kids. Then that's cool, right? But sorry, I just thought of another question. What if you have a male friend, but that male friend isn't married? Does that make a difference? So like we're married, you now meet someone. Oh, I guess that's Andre.
What'd you put on his business?
I'm just saying, listen, but Andre's not married. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that negatively, but it just hit me. I'm like, that doesn't really matter because we actually have a loving, respectful, platonic relationship.
With somebody who's not married.
With somebody who's not married. Yeah. Okay.
So it can absolutely happen. Do you think that it's the same for guys though? Like, do you think that guys look at friendships with women the same way that women look at friendships with guys?
Can I be 100%? No.
Do you think that guys are always looking for the friendship with a woman to be like something a little bit more?
I don't think that that's their intent. I don't think that's the intent, but I do feel that men will test a water to see.
Listen, don't get us.
Not all men. Not all men. Listen. Don't be out here starting no
She's
drama.
Saying that you're opportunistic.
I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is, and this is also not to say that women wouldn't try it as well. Like, I think, again, intent is huge, both on the male and female side. But I do feel with men, like, they might throw a little something out there, see if you bite.
Yeah.
Right? And based on your reaction.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think that can happen too, is like they do throw out the bait every once in a while to see if you bite.
Yeah.
But I also think that it's like something that we see all the time, like in television and in movies and stuff, where there's always like this little hint of some sort of tension, a little sexual tension. Between these male and female friendships. Yeah. And I think that maybe that sometimes plays into the psyche between men and women and how appropriate having this dynamic is. Like with it's so funny you're talking and I'm like, I feel like this episode is going to get us in so much shit. I don't know why. You know what? Probably. I thought about it too. Because I was like, what are we, first of all, are we on the same page? And are we going to say something offensive? Because that's definitely not the intention of having the conversation. And it's not to call people out, and it's not to, be disrespectful in any
Listen,
way,
if the man's never in your DMs, that's for you. That is between you and, like, you're grown. Like, not you. Not because I want to clarification. Let me clarify. I'm not talking about her. I'm speaking to the people.
I only have weirdos in my DMs on TikTok.
You and me.
I like your hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Country Jack from Oklahoma. I like your hair too, bud.
No, you know what I get?
No, I don't respond.
You
get a lot of like the men trying to pay you to be there.
Yeah, right. I get a lot of army in my Instagram. I get a lot of army. I don't know why.
So for me, Instagram, nothing, because my Instagram is pretty private.
Yeah.
TikTok is outrageous. I get the longest run-on sentences. I think it's like people looking for visas.
Yeah, probably.
Like
100%.
People trying to.
There's no periods. Everything's in minuscule letters. Yeah,
everything
absolutely.
is crazy.
I love you.
Those men are not trying to be my friend.
Yeah, no, not at all.
They're shooting their shot.
Yeah, and you know what?
Weird. They're very creepy and weird.
Absolutely.
Don't do that.
I guess they figure if they throw out like 1,000 of them, someone's gonna bite.
Maybe somebody will bite. And then you end up on more. Or no, God rest his soul. Is he dead? Is that the one? You know what?
No, Jerry Springer.
Take this out.
Jerry Springer.
Oh.
Not
okay,
Maury.
yeah, Jerry Springer.
Yeah. No, but was it Jerry that used to do that? No.
I don't know. No, the ones that used to... Anyways, we're off topic. Let's go. Why do you think... Okay, so this is one of the questions.
Yeah.
Why do you think that when men and women are friends, that everybody always assumes something else is going on? Is it because
it's probably what they're doing? Probably what they're doing. You're projecting your negativity on my relationship with my friend, maybe. But social media is...
You went really solid with that. Like, you spoke with purpose. But do you think that that's what it is? Like, so say you have a best friend. Yeah. Because I've seen this in Reddit, and I've seen this like online, and everybody's like, oh, your man's cheating, whatever.
Yeah.
And so the girl has a friend who she is literally platonic friends with, and the boyfriend or the husband is very upset and thinks that she's cheating and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then everybody's like, oh, well, FYI, your man is cheating because he's projecting all of his drama on you.
People do say that.
Do you think that that's what it is?
I don't know. And you said something before also that I want to go back to. Where it becomes dishonest is if your partner, male or female, does not know that you have a male or female friend of the opposite sex, then it's shady. Then there's something going on. Because if it's your friend, right, then you know my husband. Like, obviously my friends are not, or this male friend that I have isn't the best friends with my husband, but he knows him. Yeah. He knows who he is. He knows we went to school together, all of those things. Same thing if your husband has female friends, like I know who they are, I know where they met, but we're not friends. If they don't know about them at some point in the longevity of your friendship.
Are you jealous? Like, are you a jealous person?
Me?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Really?
I am not.
I'm a little like,
I'm probably dangerously like, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a little jelly.
Yeah.
I am a little bit because I'm kind of like,
Yeah. Stay out of that man's DMs if you know better. If you know.
Listen, I'm protective.
Yeah.
But also, okay.
When she does this.
No, I am a little bit jealous because I'm kind of like, what do you need to talk to her about that you don't talk to me about? Like, I'm number one. And like my guy friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll joke and say, oh, he's my bestie, but he's not actually. Like my husband is like my best male friend.
I'm glad you covered yourself by saying male friend. You're lucky.
But my husband is my best male friend.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's never a time that I would talk to one of my male friends about something about my husband. Yeah. Or like complain about my husband or do anything like that with a male friend. Yeah. Because to me, that's not appropriate. Yeah. But also, I don't feel like there's anything that I would tell a male friend that I wouldn't tell my husband. Yeah. And I feel like if my husband was talking to a female about things that he's not talking to me about, I would flip a table. Yeah. At 100, I would flip
100.
A table.
Fair. And so, again, I agree that if there are things, I would say particularly things that are like intimate in nature or like
super personal
that is not being shared with you, that is being shared with her, absolutely, or him, you know what I mean? But then I think there are reasons why they've connected. Like, I don't care about sports. Like, am I going to sit and, I'll be honest, I'm not going to sit here and have a conversation about basketball or football. If Dwayne has a female friend and like she's a sports person and you want to have it, by all means, please chit chat. Like I'm just saying that's just for me. Those are not things that I feel a type of way because I'm thinking to myself, I know I'm not engaging with you in a way that you want to have this like I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So
find somebody else.
Find somebody else that's interested.
But do you think that the girl that's connecting with him on those things?
I'm using it as an example. Like, yeah. Sorry. I just thought of sports because
sometimes I think, and like, not that women don't love sports.
Yeah.
But
I know where you're going.
Yeah.
There's a topic that pick me. Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Be like, oh no, I'm just one of the guys.
Yeah.
No, you're not, babe.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
I know exactly. Yeah.
And like, you can love sports without being one of the guys.
100%.
Like, be solid in who you are, but you're not one of the guys.
You're not one of the guys. Yeah.
You're not one of the guys.
Yeah.
And you can't claim to be one of the guys because that's not what you are.
Because it's not what you are. Yeah. Yeah. I use sports as the example because it's one of the things that I do not care to talk about.
Yeah.
But I am in agreement with you that if there are things that are, that are intimate. And when I say intimate, like how he's feeling, how he's doing, if he's feeling stressed, if that's a conversation that you're having with your female friend or your male friend and your partner doesn't know,
that's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you are crossing a boundary.
You're crossing a boundary.
Maybe not as healthy as what you thought it was.
Exactly. Or what it should be. Yeah. You know what I mean? I also think, we're not getting into like couples therapy, but I also think then you need to think about why is it that you don't trust your partner enough to share those things and you feel safer to do it with somebody else, right? But again, I think you could be crossing a line for sure. But if your partner doesn't know that you have a friend of the continue.
It's coming, guys.
It's okay.
It's coming.
So, question for you. This is totally off topic. So, do you feel is it like a movement? Is that what it is? Or just you feel
I don't know, it's just creeping. Like it's just creeping. I don't know.
All right. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna as you're doing this, I'm gonna kick in a little quick rapid fire.
Do my rapid fire.
I'm gonna do rapid fire. Let me find it. These questions are actually fun. All right.
Okay. You got ready.
Oh, I got ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
First question. Again, can men and women be friends? Who's more likely to catch feelings first, men or women?
I think women. I think that. Oof. Yeah. I don't want to be offensive, but like if your needs are not being met and then somebody all of a sudden like starts paying attention to you and it's like
tapping into
that little, part of your brain that's like, oh, I want to be cared for.
Yeah.
Then
listen, we're emotional creatures.
Can catch feelings. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Women, we are emotionally driven. And if you meet someone that is filling that void.
Yeah. I think it could be women.
All right. Here's another one. Should you text your friend of the opposite sex after midnight, yes or no?
Unless you are like requiring some medical attention and you can't find anybody else to provide said medical attention. No.
Yeah. I'm with you. No. Unless it is
you cannot have your husband in the bed next to you and you're texting on your phone to somebody else at midnight.
First of all, why are you up?
Right? Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Yeah. What's the fastest way to end a jest friendship? Is it A, saying we're like siblings, B, one side gets a partner, or C, Netflix and chill accidentally happens? What's the fastest way to end a jest friendship?
Oh, the Netflix and chill.
Yeah. Oh,
because it's not a friendship anymore.
No.
Now you've crossed the line. Yeah. And you either have to backpedal and do like, one of those things like, Men in Black, like
you
delete everything, you zap it all out of your brain. But like you've crossed the line now.
Yeah.
And I mean, but sometimes crossing the line can also solidify the fact that you don't like each other. You could be like, we thought that this was
right?
And I literally think you're disgusting.
I hate you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it can work. But Netflix and chill like that's
the guaranteed. Yeah. Okay.
It's like
that's the playing ground.
Yeah,
that's
the
playing ground.
It is.
Okay.
It's like you either like it or not.
So if your partner says, don't worry, they're just my friend, are you believing it or side-eyeing?
It depends. It depends on the behavior that I see from the person.
Yep.
Like if you're coming up and pretending like you are my man's woman, you're not just friends.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to fight you in the parking lot.
Yeah. You're not fighting her in the parking lot. You're going to fight her right there. And then I'm going to have to come and fight her because she tried to do something to you.
Yeah, like, why are you hanging off my man?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it really depends.
Yeah. On what the behavior and the demeanor
and
is.
like, if you have to tell me that we're just friends.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's more dramatic in friendships, men or women?
Men.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And they like to pretend that they're not.
Absolutely.
Drama. Okay, I'm going to do one more. If you and your opposite sex bestie could go on vacation together, what do people assume?
That you're together.
Yeah.
That you're together always.
Yeah. I mean, vacation that's a
vacation, first of all. Take time.
I mean, the only way that can work is if you and your bestie are looking for the same type of person.
Yeah.
That's the only way that's going to work.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that to close in this, we have a little bit of like an empowerment toolbox.
Oh, yes, we did.
And so we talked about some great things. Hopefully you guys are not mad at us after the end of this. But in our empowerment toolbox, how do we save this? How do we save this men and women as friendships? And I think that the biggest thing is always be upfront with your intentions.
Yeah.
You have to be upfront. If you have a male or female friendship, you must be upfront with your intentions about the friendship. Yep. And if you do have a partner, you have to be so open and communicate freely. Yeah. You cannot be hiding the friendship. If you're hiding the friendship, then
it's trifling. Yeah, you're out here doing
that there
things.
is something else that's going on that should absolutely not be going on. And then you're not being honest with yourself. You have to set your boundaries. Set your boundaries early. Yeah. I have a husband. Yeah. We cannot cross his boundaries. Yeah. Or you have a wife. Yeah. I'm not prepared to disrespect her. Or you're just not prepared to be in a relationship with that person. You have to set your boundaries. Yeah. And then you have to respect the comfort levels. Yeah. Like if I feel like you are coming on to me all the time when we're together, we can't be friends. Yeah. Because that's not what my expectation and my intention of our friendship is.
And I'm going to also add to that, and I'm going to add it to the part. Okay, so the partner of the person who's the best friend of the person with the opposite sex.
Confusing.
Also be honest.
Okay, I'm with
I
you.
know. But be honest. Like if you're not comfortable, like, okay, so, you're married and you have a friend. If your partner, my partner is not comfortable, also be honest.
Yeah.
Like don't be shady and don't have an attitude. Like if I'm being honest about the fact this is my friend and you don't feel comfortable with that, then also be honest. Like that kind of triggered the boundary piece and being honest about your discomfort about that. And I mean, I think that's a whole other topic. We could talk about that. But I'm also mindful that you can have a platonic friendship with someone genuinely and your partner feels a type of way.
Yes.
And what do you do about that?
Oh,
right.
That's another topic for next time.
Right? Like what do you do?
What do you do?
Because you love your husband or you love your wife.
And you have this friendship.
And you have this friendship.
Had a lot of time invested in.
Right? But they don't like that person. Like what do you do? Do you end it? Do you keep it going? Do you create strife in your own relationship? Do you end that friendship?
Let's ask our besties.
Go ahead, ask our besties.
What do you think we should do in that situation?
That should be the next Reddit.
That is the next Reddit.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing in the next Reddit. Yeah. We hope that you guys are liking and subscribing and joining, and sharing and joining all the things. Being a part of the conversation because we think it's really important for you guys to be a part of this conversation and help us to
Figure out.
Have something to do.
Yeah. And also figure it out. Figure it out. But it's true. Like, what would you do if your partner
did not like your friend
of the opposite sex was jealous or felt a type of way? Would you
that's gonna go in the Reddit
maintain that friendship and deal and figure out how you manage your relationship, your partner, or would you end that friendship?
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Have a great week,
dun,
guys.
dun, dun.
This is Bes-TEAs
Spillin' tea from time.